This is Rexa with your B2B Cambodia Market update for November 12, 2025. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index were down 0.3 points or 0.07% to 412.29. The total trade volume was down with 104,392 shares changing hand at a total value of 644.8 million real or over $160,000. On the main board, for stock were up. Leading the market today was the Phnom Penh Autonomous Port, was up 0.74% or 100 real to 13,700 real per share. Followed by the Grand Twins International was up 0.57% or 40 real to 7,020 real per share. On the downside, only one stock were down. Akleda Bank dropped 1.11% or 80 real to 7,100 real per share, and the remaining 4 stocks on the board stayed flat. Over the growth board, JS Land was up 0.37% or 10 real to 2,690 real per share, while DBT Engineering was flat at 2,060 real per share. Akleda Bank recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 72,639 shares changing hand at a total volume of 517 million real or $128,000, approximately 69.5% of the total trade volume on Wednesday. JQ Education recorded the second highest trade volume of the day with 8,378 shares changing hand at a total volume of 16 million real or over $4,000, about 8% of the total trade volume on November 12. In other market news, JQ Education reported a strong increase in the operating profit for Q3 2025. The company said it has successfully enhanced the operational efficiency during the current fiscal year, resulting in a significant improvement in the bottom line. Operating profit for the third quarter rose by 14.2 billion real, approximately $3.5 million, representing a growth rate of 556.98%. The company said this remarkable performance was driven by a higher revenue and disciplined cost management. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to US dollars was stable at 4,015 real per US dollars, while the US dollars index was slightly down to 99.57. Looking at the global commodity, oil prices softened on Wednesday, but the investor expected that an end to the longest ever US government shutdown could boost demand in the world's biggest crude-consuming nation curb losses. Brent crude futures slipped 32 cents or 0.5% to $64.84 a barrel after gaining 1.7% on Tuesday. US West Texas Intermediate crude was down 35 cents or 0.6% at $60.69 a barrel after climbing 1.5% in the previous session. Gold prices were steady on Wednesday as investors awaited the US House of Representatives vote on a deal to reopening the federal government, which could pave the way for clarity on economic data and the potential path for the Federal Reserve rate cuts. Spot gold was steady at $4,131.80 per ounce. The US gold futures for December delivery rose 0.5% to $4,137.20 per ounce. US stock futures rose on Wednesday as the Wall Street digested a rotation out of big tech into more defensive corner of the market and awaited a key House vote that could end the longest government shutdown in the US history. As of Cambodia market close, Dow Jones Industrial Average future ticked up 0.1% on the heels of the blue chip benchmark record high close in the slip session for stocks. S&P 500 futures moved up 0.3%, while contracts on the tech-heavy Nasdaq 100 popped roughly 0.6%. This was Rexa with your B2B Cambodia Market update for November 12.